Now, Mr. Wright. Yes! Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Woo! Cross-examination, Your Honor? Do you... Tutorial time. Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. That doesn't seem professional, but okay. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Yeah, I got this. I played this before. Calm down. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I already know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, and it gives you... I don't think it actually works on the emulator, but apparently you can actually... It used to be with the DS, you could actually click it and then literally yell in the mic, "Objection!" Okay. Present the autopsy. Go. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes at the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to... no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh! Oh, that! Oh! Objection! This is trivial, though. The witness merely forgot the time. I'm watching you, Pain. I'm watching you. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sides, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? And then we gotta do it again. Whee! The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. I can contradict that because the power was out from noon to 6. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Silly me! Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I just... How do like, okay, just like as a, okay, I know he's covering for himself because he's the murderer. But like, I'm just trying to imagine how a person can just miss 3 hours without like taking a nap. Like, how do you conclude it's 1 p.m. and you somehow don't realize it's 4 p.m. or like I don't know. That happens when I take naps, but if I'm like awake and going, I usually check my phone and stuff, but whatever. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Yes, say we got this. Cross-examine, let's go! Woo! Okay, come on, skip. This one. Yep. Objection! Oh no, he's doing the pointing. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Ooh. You couldn't have heard a television. Or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this? Mr. Saw It? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait! I remember now. Mr. Saw It? Your wig almost popped off there. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Almost as if you are the murderer yourself. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Saw It. Let's hear your testimony. Once more, please. 3 times, you're out. Let's hear. Here we go. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Ha! There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. So, he now saw the murderer hit her with the clock? Or he's saying he knows the murder weapon is a There are so many things wrong with that. So many things wrong with that statement. I don't even know where to begin. That like logistically, like You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. I'm glad he's confident. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that cluster fuck of a testimony right there. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. How would he know that, though? That's the problem. That must have been what I saw. I don't understand. Like, explain this to me, please. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. What am I supposed to do with this information? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Am I supposed to present the murder weapon? The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Ha 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 ha. Something's fishy here. I mean, I guess I can present the actual weapon. Come on, give me. Game, come on. No, not the autopsy report. Sorry. This. I don't know. This is a mess. Wait just a minute. Oh. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Okay. I know what's going to happen here, but I'll let it unfold. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? A defense attorney? Just answer the question, Mr. Sott. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. No, but wait. If it only goes off when you, like, hit the switch or something, then he had to physically touch the clock to hear the time, supposedly. Which would have been when he murdered her. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes, I have problems with it. I didn't even think. I was just like, yeah, I have a problem with this. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yeah. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Yeah? Yeah, went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I was in there, or I went in there. I'll do better than that. I could prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! Oh my, that's a plot twist. Quite a plot twist. Yes, I know. Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Whoa, gasp! Who would have known? Mr. Saw It, Wit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock. I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Ugh. And then he explodes. Whoa! Ew. Stop! I'd be pissed too. Ugh. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her. And he should burn. Give him death. Oh my. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Excuse me. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock, right? I'm pretty sure if you just try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne? Can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:20. It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Oh, I see. Got it. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Dang it! I was so close! Mr. Wright? It seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim. Oh my gosh, this game is so slow. Ah! Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Wait. No, but... Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Yes, Mia to the rescue. I was gonna say, it's not gonna end that easy. I know exactly what we need to do to prove it. Mia, I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I can. Yeah, I can. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It's gonna be the passport. Bam! Take that. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Explosion. Oh, foamy at the mouth. Even better, I guess? Oh my. He literally foamed at the mouth. Does he have rabies? Are we gonna be in trouble? Order! Order, I say. Woo, excuse me. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. So literally what this game series is all about. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Whee! I like how they throw parties. Like, wow, this person is not guilty. Whee! Come on, Zoe, get in here. And with that, the court is adjourned. What are you doing, cat? Yes? Do you need pets? Okay. Hi. I know you're cute. You're also a butt, though. Turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. Plot twist! That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Excuse you. Do not scratch my desk chair. Rude. Rude. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Yeah, you lie there. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there, even though I had to be all like, don't give up. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Yes? Really? Okay. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry! You're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now? Yes, cat. Can you lie down, please? Or sit? Okay. Aw, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. I'm glad she just casually gets the name wrong. Thanks. I really owe you one. Can I help you? Why are you all kinds of... I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Don't you even think about it, cat.